This is a Frank podcast.
This Warriors Live Podcast 2025, episode 37. Back for another Teamless Tuesday. That's my team live episode and brought to you by King's Container Crew. For all your container packing and unpacking solutions, head to kingskontainercrew.com. All over Australia and New Zealand. They're the best mob out there. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with them, can you, Brad?
We need to find out what they call a congregation of container crewers, because we've gone mob, crew. Oh, yeah. Crew. It's in their thing. Why do we forget? You keep saying mob. I say team. They're a crew. The best crew out there.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stick with that. Also, New Zealand TAB and Frank Podcast. Thanks to those lot. Thanks to tuning in live. Drop your comments in. Questions, hopes, dreams.
Happy birthday shout outs to Will here. 52 today. Hey. Hey. Yeah, so get your happy birthday to yes. And we'll skip on.
Brad, highlight of the day, Brad serenaded me with that this morning over the phone. The old standard was Q92, but I found out via Brad that it's used all over the country as a birthday jingle.
The birthday shout outs. It was on Radio Scenic Land, spelt Scenic Land, but pronounced Scenic Land. Radio Scenic Land. So I
Scenic Land, so put the C and the L together.
There's Scenic Land takeaways as well in Greymill.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and Swamp we get bored, a few beers, and would start recording radio stations, just taking the piss out of the local radio station. And yeah, we used to do the birthday shout outs and sing that, and the death, the obituaries and the cancellations. And we come up writing ads. Remember that ad I told you?
Tell us.
There's a car sales in Greymouth called Cockshawn Brothers. So me and Swamp come up for jingle in the form. What's that song called? What is it? Funk Soul Brother?
Was it Rockefeller Skank?
Is that what it is? Rockefeller, yeah. So instead of Funk Soul Brother, it was Cockshawn Brother. Buy a car now from Cockshawn Brothers. Best by far now at Cockshawn Brothers. We actually, and I forgot after talking to you on the phone about it, I remember me and Swamp one night just bailing up the daughter of Cockshawn Brothers Empire in the corner saying, we've got an ad that we want to sell to you. We were pitching it to her on the piss one night in this corner of the seedy flat. Never eventuated.
Did you not even know the brothers? You just picked them out of any random Greymouth business.
We just picked, they were famous. They ended up being the mayor. Actually, Reese, who was with us at the Magic Round. It was his father's before I knew any of these. I didn't know anyone though. We're quite young, so it was just a car sales. But heaps of fun times on the coast of Swamp. Radio, that's a good Friday night, eh? That's what we got up to. 15. Pissed on Swampy's home brew and doing mock radio stations recorded on an old cassette player. Yeah, shit. Anyway, it's your birthday. We don't need to talk about me.
No, we don't need to focus on that, mate. But thank you. Thanks to everyone who's sending a few birthday messages in. Woody Woodstains he's asked where we've got our hats, Brad. Mine was just popped up online. The old Fax hat. Just search Fax hat and you'll find it.
Fax hat.
Yeah. And Brad's got Moorport. Yeah, that's a
Moorport,
quality.
New Zealand. Yeah,
beautiful.
All right. I can't. Hey, cheers, buddy.
I still can't get the low profile hat on. You've seen me in a low profile hat, and I look like
it took me ages because I always used to rock that, the fitted New Era. It's hard getting this hat up away from the ears. Exposing the ears is quite a big deal. But I don't know. I just wear headphones all the time, everywhere. See my baseball? See my baseball?
We're our Warriors podcast, of course, and Warriors coming off a pretty devastating or heartbreaking loss. Gutsy performance overall. We had so many players out, 4 out from the previous week on top of our season-ending injuries and long list of centre absentees, but couldn't quite get the job done. Fought back from 16-6 down, hung on to a 2-point lead for about 20 minutes until 10 past try. Beat us at the death. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb. Like, usually I would absolutely explode at that sort of loss. I would have been ropeable, and I think it was Lecker's try a couple of weeks earlier tempered that blow. There was a bit of a tantrum. I'm not going to lie. There's a bit of a tantrum here when it happened, but quickly moved past it compared to other times we've lost like that. So maybe it is Lecker's buzzer beater.
I copped that. It felt a little bit calmerish, didn't it? A finish like that after what we had done the week before. Yeah, Tracy took it hard. Jesus, she was wild. Absolutely ropeable all weekend about those effing Warriors. Yeah, she really thought, I was like, that's all right. Nah. Yeah, we've got a lot of players out. We're lacking a lot of punch. I thought we were in big trouble the way Herbie was playing. Luckily, he done the hammy, taking off. He could have put 20 on us that day just by himself. So that was good. Because the Dolphins weren't particularly good, were they?
No.
What did you say he ran for?
60-odd meters, which is unheard of. Herbie got about 120 meters in 18 minutes. At that rate, he was going to smash the all-time NRL record. And they scored a couple of tries just in the 10 minutes following that. But we clawed our way back. Got a try before halftime. Lecker got on the board again, 7th time in 8 games, which is quite remarkable. And just couldn't quite hang on. Couple of sliding doors moments, penalties that didn't need to be given away. Just couldn't quite close out. Credit to the Dolphins, they hung in there and just lacked a little bit of finishing polish that probably could have taken the 2 points. I could see the logic behind just punching it for the corner and handing it over right on their goal line, but hindsight's 2020. They backed their defense to get them home in that last 10 minutes, and they were a man short too. But just
it didn't help that. Did Lecker get cramp in both legs? He was immobilized in the middle of the field on his guts there. I don't know. He gave up. I don't know what.
Was he offside from the play the ball? Because you'd think he would have just chucked himself, got himself on his feet, and waved his arms around. Just anything.
Yeah, exactly. Just to be an obstacle.
Almost was trying to stay on the ground out of the way, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, so that didn't help. That was a shithouse game. Not much happened. Lacking a bit of impetus. Nothing. There's no one initiating any sort of force, nothing's happening, is it? It's just playing football, getting to the kick. They're giving away penalties. Seem to be on the wrong side marginally this at the moment of how long to hold in the ruck and that. Just getting drilled for silly little penalties around that. I don't know. It's tough shit. It's a tough run all of a sudden. Nervous.
Yeah, it's we'll come to that in a second. Just a couple of highlights. I thought Tane Tuapiki, obviously that late change at fullback and Chance into centre. Chance maybe carrying an injury. He was very quiet until sort of that second half wore on. I thought Tane went really well. Dangerous all night. The slick hands for the 2 first half tries for Dallin. That's a real plus of having him in the team. That kind of extra little bit of slickness he provides in attack, and in a team that badly needs it inside the 20 at the moment. Roger, unbelievable again. 335 meters. That's insane. I mean, we're used to seeing those sort of tallies that from fullbacks. Gutherson's, Joey Manu's when he's played fullback, Roger himself at fullback, Tedesco, Edwards. But 335 meters for a winger. Absolutely insane. He looked the goods too. No line breaks in there, but man, plenty of tackle breaks. Providing plenty of value. He's second in the NRL for meters per game now.
Is he? Who takes it out?
Edwards has the highest average, but Roger up there with what have we got?
That's a lot of work he's getting through, isn't it?
Yeah, 27 runs, 335 meters, and now averaging 210 meters a game. 4 straight games with 250 plus. That's
shit.
Elite.
Yeah, I did see that stat in the weekend. Another shining light out of that dull performance. Eddie went good, didn't he?
Yes.
Eddie,
I thought he was great.
Edamere, is it? Am I right?
Edamere Toiava, very solid debut. Looks the goods. He's not the biggest forward going around, but punches bends the line. Interesting to see if he can forge a bit more of a regular spot where the head be rather than Capewell, the guy that goes out to centre, because he's played a lot of centre and New South Wales Cup and trials. Just another one off the back row production line, which is exciting to see.
Yeah, it is. And how good was it seeing Sam Healy sniping around for an offload, like that traditional hooker, always ever present for an offload? I like seeing that part of the game. Egan's probably more organising the next play on that, but Healy's just there like a dog, just ready to pick up scraps and go. Yeah, I enjoyed his game.
Seen a few people have a pop it as service, dummy half service, not the quickest.
Because we've got it so good with Egan.
Yeah. So maybe a little bit slow, certainly not the full package as a hooker, and the same sort of vision as Egan, but certainly brings a lot to the table. Would love to see him squeeze his way into the 17 a bit more often. See what happens tonight. Teamless Tuesday, and an interesting one with a few guys that missed last week back.
Because Egan's out as well this week, isn't he?
Is it another week?
He's gone down. That's what I heard on the radio coming home. A shoulder complaint.
Okay. Sure.
I'd like to make a complaint.
Yeah, that's an interesting terminology. So he's got a shoulder complaint. Like he's just turned up to the doctor having a whinge.
Take 2 weeks off, and there's some ibuprofen. Take it with food. So he's missing this week. I wonder if they're just giving him a little bit of a break. Why would they at the moment, though? Fuck, we're desperate.
Yeah.
We are desperate.
Well, let's have a wee look. Brad, I'm going to bring up the ladder, actually. Because everyone seems to think, that we are home and hose for the 8, and it's just our top 4 spot that is, that's sort of under threat. I think we're in big. Well, I think our top 4 spot is just about toast. 1 point ahead of the Panthers, 2 points ahead of the Broncos and Sharks, who both have superior for and against. I just don't see us finishing in the 4 now at this rate. And if you look at it, Brad,
they're close as well, aren't they?
Yeah, it's only so the Dolphins. There's a big swing game. Obviously, they're only 4 points behind us now. They don't have the easiest draw, and I don't think they're the most consistent team going around. But with our remaining draw, so Bulldogs this weekend coming off a very disappointing loss. Well, they certainly won't be complacent this week, you wouldn't think. St George Illawarra at home, Gold Coast, our bogey team away, Parramatta at home, and Manly at Manly in the last round. And they'll, likely be sort of battling for that, potentially a spot with us. It's
all of a sudden
it's a dicey run. There's no gimmies. Dragons just knocked over the competition leaders. Parramatta are suddenly a gritty team looking to upset a few sides, final sides, which they've done to us in the past. Last year, they thrashed us at Mount Smart late in the season last year. Just inexplicable. 30-10, I think it was. They were out of contention, and we were still striving to hang in there.
So we're a mathematical chance, are we? All of a sudden, 6 rounds to go. How many rounds to go? We're a mathematical chance.
5 rounds. It's not inconceivable we lose all 5, and I don't want to be a doomsayer here. They're putting in plenty of effort, but some dusty performances. Lost 4 of our last 6, missing several players for the rest of the season. There's
a lot to lose all of a sudden.
Yeah,
they look puffed, don't they? Do you reckon they look a bit puffed out there, a bit knackered?
Yeah, and just obviously short of those real hardened players like Barnett. Fisheris obviously was a big out last week. It does starting to remind me of the Broncos, who were top 4 with 6 rounds or so to go, and then flunked out and finished 9th. That could easily happen to us here. I've had a couple of messages from Rue of Rue and Hammer podcast, messaging me for my birthday, and we're both panicking about finishing in the finals or missing the finals. He's done that. I haven't actually haven't had to, because we've looked like we're going to make it, but he's run the numbers on the ladder predictor, and reckons we need 2 wins just to guarantee 8th. And you're looking at Dragons, Parramatta, our 2 remaining home games is probably the ones that we should win. Well, we've lost 4 of our last 5 at Mount Smart.
How And I'm not comfortable coming up against either of those teams at the moment. None of these are going to be God, how many comfortable games do you reckon we've watched this year? 1? 2?
Yeah.
Like
even the Sharks game was only 2 points in at half time. That's the big one we had.
Send me to an early grave, this lot.
Yeah. I tell you what, and if the Dragons beat Cronulla this weekend, they'll be thinking they're still in the finals hunt. So they're turning up to Auckland, still trying to stay alive. Because they went over the Raiders has suddenly, put them in mathematical territory, only 6 points out of the 8.
Jeez.
So it's a nightmare, Brad.
The team as well as the fan base have got the yips at the moment. Hey, we're all a little bit on a nice edge here going,
players are going down everywhere.
They are. They're not getting flogged. They're still putting in the effort. They're just the luck's just not. Oh, no, okay. What can I say? They had it last week. This week was calmer. They can't play like that 3 times in a row, can they? Although it's a large improvement you need to come up against Canterbury.
Yeah, 6 in a row we've won New South Wales, if you want to look at positive trends. So
yeah, sick, Bowl.
Yeah,
awesome.
You love that. Now, Brad, onto excuse me, onto some happier news, Brad. This is a personal one. Now, my mum sent me this photo last week. Just let me bring it up. Hang on.
I don't even know what we're walking into here.
Yeah, what do we got? There he is. So this is my cousin's wee boy, Taj. Lives up in Tutukaka. And Mum sent me this last Friday. He's gone to Book Day. You're probably familiar with this, Brad, as dad of primary school. Yeah, Book Day. It wasn't a thing when we were kids, was it? I don't
think it was.
No. But he's gone to Book Day he's gone to Book Day as a warrior. Good man. And what's he holding there? That's just only a copy of my first book, Short History of Rugby League in Australia. You got it behind you.
I've got it behind me here. Yeah, no, great read. Can you still get that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
people should get it. That lived in my dunny for about 2 years, and I just thumbed through it while I was doing my business. Sounds disgusting, but yeah, it's a great little read. You can open it up any page, and you're just reading fun facts.
Just a little.
Oh, good on him. What was his name again? Sorry, bro.
That's Taj. Young Taj. Great one. Young fella, nicest kid you'd ever meet, and loves the Warriors. Got home on Friday. Obviously, a little bit. He wasn't too disappointed. Bit of a dampener on Book Day with the Warriors losing in the last minute.
Everyone knows he's a fan now.
This sort of thing makes up for the terrible sales of the Warriors book, because everyone was, all of you guys out there, too busy spending your money on each other's pit-stained old Warriors jerseys, trading them. But this sort of thing almost makes up for it.
Yeah, sweet.
Just kidding. Nothing will ever make up for the fact that that it sold so poorly because you're too busy buying each other's jerseys.
Was it a dud?
Yeah, it tanked.
This thing?
Big time. Yeah.
Did it?
Can you believe it?
25 years.
You'd be ashamed of yourselves.
No one was really keen on them then, no, were they?
Yeah, but 2019, it was a tough time to try and
try and sell it. They weren't that saleable back then, eh? Jesus.
So
were you just on one of those fold-out tables outside a shopping mall?
Sign the deal, and then they go and get rid of Sean Johnson, and I was like, ooh.
Who got the forward in this one? No one.
Simon Mannering. That was a highlight.
Oh, Simon Mannering. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. Right. How far? What is? Yeah. Shout out to that little lad. Boy.
Good on Taj. That's brilliant, mate. And hope Book Day went well. We are 10 minutes away, Brad, from Teamless Tuesday. I'm not even sure what we're sort of walking into here. Fisher Harris still out, I believe. Dimitri, a chance?
What is? Oh, hang on.
Really
well, you keep chatting. So, what day, what time slot, and everything is it? Will, and I'll find these injury.
We have got the late game. It's a bizarre time slot for the Warriors. 9:35 on Saturday.
Oh,
9:35 New Zealand time. So 7:35. It's a 3-strong lineup, and they've chucked us on super late. So you're going to be up till midnight. just about watching
No, I
these
won't.
guys.
No, I will
Yeah,
not. I'll
watch it with a
in
coffee in the morning.
Yeah, I think so. I'll watch the first 10 minutes and geez, that's 24 hours for me being up. It seems like I panic if I'm still awake at 10:30. What is the casualty ward? So do you reckon Vaimonga is still out?
Yeah, I'm not even sure. We'll find out very shortly. I'm pretty disorganized this week, Brad. I've really shut down after that last minute loss.
Now, do you know what I seen today? Not league related, but pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pulled up in an intersection. I looked beside me, and two cars were sort of parked at real weird angles towards each other. I was like, "What's going on there?" Next minute, three dudes spilled out of each car and started having a fist fight and started chasing each other across the road towards my truck. And they're all, and one dude doing the jit, and then they're scrapping and like fighting, and it all just chaos. So I sort of pulled out of the intersection just in case they were going to try, like, just to go through the intersection. And I sort of pulled up the side of my road and just watched it in the rear vision mirror. And then a dude run that way and that way. And next minute, a guy was at the Subi across the grass, chasing a guy across the grass in a car, trying to run him down. Yeah. And then they went out of sight. And then I drove away and I was like, oh, shit. I can't drive away just in case there's a dude on the ground. So I done a lap back to see, but they had all just scarpered. It was out of it.
Man, where is this? Where did this happen?
Like Lookout Point, coming into Dunedin, you come up over that hill by that. It was right out in front of a fire station. It's like, where the fuck are these firemen? Not our job, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Unless one of them's on fire, where you don't have any jurisdiction.
Exactly. So, yeah, it was actually quite crazy.
Yeah, so just looking at casualty ward here, Brad. Egan out to round 23. Harris DeVita out to round 23.
So what is 23 in English? What's this round?
This week. Well, yeah, that is this week. So Egan, Harris DeVita potentially available. Fisher Harris round 24, which is next week. Leatawa round 24. Rocco Berry round 25. Dimitrik still says TBC, so I guess we're not seeing him. Barnett and Metcalf obviously out, and the other one added to the list, Jacob Laban, broken leg from Kaufusi's little hip drop.
Hasn't this been a topic of discussion?
Yeah,
the last wee while. That's pretty rough, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that's a brutal blow for Laban.
And I heard on the radio, the Warriors supplied the judiciary with the injury, like after getting treatment, with the outcome of the injury before he went to the judiciary, and they still chose 2 weeks.
Yeah, only 2 weeks too. Yeah,
2 weeks.
Before we get to Teamless Tuesday, Brad, the big news of the week. Cheers for that, Brad Inger. Well, that is a good read. Answer Bevan Donovan's question there. You cannot get it anywhere. I mean, you just have to like put an alert on for Trade Me. It is impossible to get anywhere.
What? So there's only the 90 in existence.
Yeah, a few more than that, but yeah.
Is that right? You didn't say. What do you mean? How do you have none left if that wasn't a big seller?
Pulped it.
Or did they just burn them?
Yeah. Although there's a fair bit of anti-religious ranting in there, and there's a burning ceremony.
It's quite diversive.
It was in the news.
Simon Johnson's touched on something we need to talk about as well.
Did you shed a tear about Big Ed leaving? I got more messages about that than I did about my birthday. And a few wisecracks. Happy birthday, well, Ed Kosi's leaving. Now I'm not happy about Ed leaving, nor am I too despondent. But Big Ed. It's been a roller coaster career. I've obviously been very critical at times. I've been pretty lavish in my praise when he's gone well. 36 first-grade appearances for 19 tries. Not a bad strike rate. And he's had some good games. Looking at his New South Wales and Queensland Cup career, 63 games, 32 tries. Had probably 2 or 3 of the worst games by a Warrior ever. Famously, the Storm Anzac Day game 2022 and the meltdown at the end of a Dragons game that we lost in Golden Point in 2021. But I feel like he has fought back and proved me wrong to quite an extent. He had a great run in early 2023 before I think he broke his leg. That was a real shame. Hasn't had too many opportunities since. 5 games last year, 4 games so far this year, and went well until a bit of a shocker against the Broncos. But yeah, signing with South Sydney. Yeah, again, probably into fringe territory there, coming under the great Wayne Bennett, with Moala Graham-Talfa heading over there.
Yeah, who's behind over there? Johnston. Who's the other wing of the?
They've got. Yeah, it's been a bit of a revolving cast of. There's Tyrone Monroe gets a fair bit of game time. Isaiah Tass is still. I'm not sure if he's there beyond this year. Who else have we got?
Michaeli Ravalala, isn't he?
But he's there. He's played a few games.
He's going back to the Dragons, I see.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Bailey Bentley Hape is in there at the moment.
Oh, yeah, BB Hape.
Yeah. BBH. So, I mean, I don't know whether he forges a regular spot. Good luck to him. I mean, I'd like to see him do well, actually.
At the end of the day, the dude's still getting paid to live in Australia to play rugby league, isn't he? So it's still a pretty good life. I just don't think he's quite good enough for first grade. But you can see why they try him the way he dominates in New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good
on him. Good luck to him.
Johnston, best cup player ever. McGruff, we need fast wingers. Good point.
We do. Adam Dewey. We need Adam Dewey. Have a nudge at him. All the contract talks.
Contract. Apparently the Dragons are having a pop at him, and
No, that's just that's just where you retire, eh? There. It's like a Ryman healthcare facility, the friggin' Dragons.
Yep. Now I do have a quick 30 for 30, Brad, if we can punch this out in a couple of minutes. And this is no disrespect to anyone in the side. It is thought in honour of Ed. Ed just is one of those players, polarising, maligned, fires up the fan base, gets them fired up for, the other way too. But yeah, a lineup of maligned warriors, and every one of these players have contributed significantly to the tapestry of Warriors history. And but yeah, see what you think of this lineup. Brad, interject or in the comments if you've got someone that probably should be in there more. But at fullback, we've got Lee Odenryan, who sort of injury hampered when he arrived, and got a lot of stick. I think there was a bit of a Lee Ordinary nickname floating around. He actually came pretty good in the end and contributed pretty well at fullback and wing. But an interesting speedster from ex-Parramatta. Copped at the start, fought back. Big Ed takes that first wing spot. On the other wing, I've got Mark Ellis, Brad. And he had some highlights, he had some shockers. This guy's first player pick, Dane Nielsen, grabs the centre spot.
He'd be captain, wouldn't he?
Captain
Player coach.
Other centre was kind of hard, but I have gone, and this, he's going well at the moment, really turned things around. He's certainly copped it plenty, but Adam Pompey, I feel, is one of the more maligned players of recent times.
Fair call. Fair shout.
Gene Namu grabs the 5'8" spot. Geez, couldn't he cop some criticism back in the early days? Now, a little unfair and a bit of a rabble of a Warriors team in those early years. Had some great days, but definitely copped it from the fan base. Number 7 has to be Sean Johnson. Has there been a more loved but more maligned player in Warriors history? I mean, the amount of debate. He finished his career so well that you can almost forget how much criticism he has copped over the years. That into 2018 when he left, it was almost a split down the middle of people that were happy about it and people that were devastated.
It's out of it to be happy. Anyway, that's where I sat on the fence with Sean Johnson.
Moving on to the pack, Adam Blair. Geez, he really.
I liked Adam Blair.
Figure. Yeah, 3 seasons.
Better than he was at the Tigers here.
Yep. But definitely went through some periods where people were absolutely slagging him. Hooker was a hard one, and now I like this guy as a player, as a bloke, Monty Beetham. Now, he's kind of regarded as a Warriors great now, and probably rightly so, and former captain. But the last couple of years of his career, judiciary problems, and the fan base kind of turned on him. And I've talked to him about that for the book, actually, and he sort of, got the shits with it, and that was part of the reason he moved to Super League. He really was sort of turned on by the fan base. A lot of people tend to forget.
Is that right?
Yeah. Huh. Other prop spot goes to Andy Platt. Warriors paid a fortune for him. Got his dogs over here and everything. And bit injury prone. Probably went okay second year. But a bit of a retirement package there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what's coming now, Brad. 195 games, probably considered Warriors great, but Logan Swan, he's got plenty of people that ground their gears.
I struggled with Logan. Good player, put in a lot of hours, but I struggled with him. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably.
Bevan Donovan's already pulled me up. Yeah, he'd probably give this bloke the other centre spot, but Joel Moon wasn't a favourite.
Joel Moon, I
didn't mind Joel Moon. Yeah, I thought he was all right.
Dane Nielsen was way worse.
Yeah. Simon Johnson, he's agreeing with us with our second round picks. Dennis Betts here on
He'd be on the calendar.
But Dennis Betts was here on an absolute fortune, largely failed to deliver. Fleddy Mateo gets my lock spot. Yeah, had some great years. 2013, fantastic, big part of that 2011 grand final drive. But I thought he certainly copped some criticism at times, being the enigmatic player he is. This is probably my first gaffe. Sam Tompkins was incredibly maligned.
I got another one too.
Gone into bat for him a lot, but probably fair.
I'll be playing Todd Lowry at hooker.
Just cramming him in there, yeah. Only here for a year, so it's hard to.
Okay, yeah, that's how much he's stuck. We got rid of him just as quick as I started complaining about the bastard.
Teams list drop, Brad.
Sweet.
You go into it. Yeah, what do we got here?
Sam Tompkins, people hated him.
My quickest transition ever. So who we got here, Brad? Fullback Tane Tuapiki will stay there. Dallin Martinez, Lesniak, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck on the wings. Aiden Pompey, Chance Nickel-Klokstad staying at centre. Chanel Harris-Tavita back, replacing Tamari Martin in the number 6. Tanner Boyd at halfback. Forward pack of Marata Nukore, Sam Healy, Jackson Ford, Leka Halasima, Kurt Capewell and Aaron Clark. So unchanged in the pack. Interchange, Tamari Martin goes back to the number 14 spot. Eddie Iramea Toava keeps his place in the team with Jake Laban out and Dimitri Vaimonga, Tanner Stowers-Smith. So Freddie Lussick also dropping out. He's 18th man. Reserves also Ed Kosi, Kalis Vadialofa, James Fisher-Harris. Potential chance of a late inclusion that would suggest, and Bunty Afoa. So, good to see JFH's name in there. It's a bit in the mix, I guess, where they take him to Sydney. If you got any spies out in the airport there, see if he's on the plane.
Yeah. Joel Harrison, you're over that way. Do some digging. I'm quite happy. Lussick out. So is that Vaimonga in for him there? Is that swap? What's happened on the bench there? But there must be another one dropped out because
Jake Laban's out injured from that squad last week.
So who's coming in there? Who's the two newbies this week?
Chanel.
Sorry.
Martin Harris-Tavita is in.
Yeah,
and
that's where
Martin slipping back to the bench. So
they'll be better for 2 weeks consistent. Like these new guys that might have struggled and it was a bit flat. At least this team sounds a little bit grounded for 2 weeks in a row, doesn't it? Like there's no dramatic upheavals and anything there, is there?
No, I mean, I'm not sure how Fons would feel about the Harris-Tavita straight in for Martin. He was pushing for a Harris-Tavita to.
I thought Martin was
14. Yeah, Martin went well. I thought reasonably. Ricky he gave us the good oil on Fisher Harris last week. He said the whole squad's gone to Sydney. Also go a couple of days earlier. So, yeah.
Who is this dude?
Is
that Webby? Is that Webby?
Yeah.
Would be cool if it was, eh? Ricky Jr. was actually what Webby books into hotels under the name of.
We're just not getting the clever wordplay. That was,
Sweet. What are your first thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of. I'm happy Harris Tavita's back. It was obviously a bonus to have Dimitrik back in the side as well. Shame for Jake Laban, but excited to see Eddie get another run. Keeping Tane at fullback, nice to see, and Healy getting another crack as well. Shame that Wade Egan's out, but Healy does offer his own point of difference. So big ask.
What about the Dogs, Will? What about the Dogs, Will? Who are they chucking at us this weekend?
We got Jacob Carraz at fullback, Jethro Inakama on the wing, and Anari Tuala. So no Marcelo Montoya coming up against his former side, unfortunately. Bronson Cherry and Steve Crichton, the centres. Matt Burton and
Jethro look like a skinny version of Montoya. I seen him get the ball on the weekend. I was like, what's going on there? It's like he's had glandular fever or something. But it's old Jethro and not Marcelo. Yeah, so sorry. We're up to the halves there.
Matt Burton and Lockie Galvin, who's been getting around with a bit of something over his hand, I saw today. So, maybe in a bit of doubt. The forwards, Max King, Reid Marnie, Sam Hughes, Viliami Kikau, Jake Preston, and Jamin Salmon. The interchange, Kurt Mann, Harry Hayes, Josh Curran. Bit of a grudge match coming up against the former side, and Bailey Hayward. So pretty good looking lineup. Third on the ladder, looking to bounce back from that 28-14 loss to the Tigers. Is that no? Yeah, same 17. Hand and ankle niggles for Galvin. Sexton obviously will come in if he's out.
You know why he's got hand injury, mate? Because Galvin's he's a bloody wanker, mate. He's a bloody wanker. He shed on those Tigers, the wanker. That's why he's got a bloody hand injury, mate. That's scary. It was quite good in that weather in the weekend in Sydney. How it leveled everyone out a bit. We'll get some sort of dry track against these Dogs this weekend, and they'll absolute flog us, won't they? Oh, you must be close to the TAB.
What do you hazard a guess at the head-to-head price spread?
New Zealand market, I reckon we're at $2.90 to $1. Nah, how does it work? One way or the other, up to the Dogs must be paying $1.30. We're $2.70, are saying.
The Bulldogs $1.36 favourites. Warriors $3.10. I think that's probably about right. 8.5 point start. If anything, I think the Dogs might be the value there. I hate to say. Tough ask for the boys.
It is. It is.
But going in, underdogs took them to Golden Point around the same time last season. Controversial Golden Point loss. It was Lekker's debut, just about won it for us. Playing at a cool stadium. We've had a few wins on the top.
It was a great game last year, wasn't it, actually? That Lecker, you're right. You've just
cracking game.
Take my memory to that. It was a great game.
Yeah. Brad, I got a shirt off for a bit of a birthday dinner, mate.
Birthday dinner, haven't you?
Yeah. Hey? So I do have one more announcement though. Go and get around that mix and pick game. Brian's slaving away again. He's on fire. We've got a little bit of a new competition format. Rather than everyone's probably got the t-shirt by now. If you haven't, you're never going to win one. But we've got a special hoodie for the month MVP. So running a game over August, one prize, custom designed. I mean, Brad will get our thing caps on for something.
I'll draw something on it. Fucking pilot pen.
Something from MS Paint or something. So exclusive. Brian hasn't even seen it. Because it hasn't been designed, but it will be special. I can promise you that much. Around one already, but don't worry. There's 5 games in August, and we'll only count your best 3.
Interesting. Yeah, nice.
So you can miss a game, do terribly one week. You're still in the mix. Get amongst it. But what have we got here? I'm just trying to see the old leaderboard from last week. Blinks NZ, Jamal Stazza, and Hytrous Oxide all getting 7 last week, so off to a flying start. Brad Inga, our mate from Ingers League wrap up, he's in there on 6. Solid start. So good luck. Get in there, mix and pick, download the app, play the game. It's good fun. Piece of piss.
Yeah. Like and subscribe, support, tick the boxes, see us there, see you there. Have a good birthday, Will, you maggot.
Cheers, mate.
Enjoy your
McGrath
dinner.
just
What are you
reminding
going
us that it's going out for some tie. The battle of the Penrith coaches, Webster, Serraldo. Yeah, it was a cracker last time, so hopefully it's just as entertaining. Hopefully get the win this time. Thank you, Brad, for joining me on my birthday.
Couldn't bother, brother.
Better bloke, really. Everyone that's tuned in, King's Container crew, of course, TAB, Frank Podcasts, Patreon supporters.
Yeah,
everyone.
It wasn't informative, but we turned up.
Yeah, we were here. Yeah, and
where were you?
Shout out to the referees. You can't have a game without the referees, mate. So get doing your thing.
Good on you, bro. Oh, you enjoy your evening, man. See you later,
cheers,
everyone.
Mate. Until next time, here's to feeling good all the time.
This is a Frank Podcast.